Hello and thank you for joining me. My name is Alan and today's video is about something that might be quite boring, but it's worth knowing. An emergency clothesline that doesn't require pegs. Now this could be ideal for campers, travellers, bushcrafters. You may not carry loads of spare clothes, or you might have had a dunk, or it piddled down and you got soaked, or your clothing's a bit smelly. Either way, it might be advantageous that you know how to rig up an emergency clothesline that doesn't require pegs, will prevent your clothes from landing up in a muddy puddle or halfway down a mountainside if it's windy, and better still, you could prepare one in advance and carry it as part of your kit. Let's have a look. So basically what we've got is we have a length of cordage. In this instance it's paracord. It could of course be anything that you carry. Micro cord would probably be more beneficial, or comms cord, because it's thinner, takes up less room. But at the end of the day, use what you have available. And the other item that you're going to need are some cable ties. And basically you make a big loop of paracord. So you take, say for instance, 20 foot of paracord, you tie the two ends together, so you've now got a loop 10 feet long. You would fix each end around something solid, be it a tree, fence post, whatever you're using, and then have a number of cable ties fitted over the loop, as you can see here. And these have the ability to slide. Then, if you're going to use it, all you need to do is pass the corner of the garment between the two cords, slide a cable tie up, slide another one down, and that's got it. And then do exactly the same at the second point of contact. And then cinch the other one over as well. And that has now got your item, your clothing, whatever it may be, securely suspended. Now I can hear some of the voices at the back of the room saying, oh, it's overkill, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, if you didn't need pegs to secure your clothing or your washing onto a line, they would never have been invented. So if you haven't got cable ties, what you can do is just take some more cordage and tie 10 or so overhand knots and trim them back, and that will have the same effect. It will slide up and down that loop that you've created and cinch into the item of clothing and prevent it from blowing away or falling down into a wet, muddy puddle. Of course, if you're prepared, you might decide, if you can anticipate that there will be a time when you will be washing your clothes. There's not many people that go hiking or camping that carry a spare set of clothes for every day. You might have your main clothes and a set of undercrackers and perhaps a t-shirt, and even if you're not going to wash it and it's a sunny day, if you can, swap them over, and the ultraviolet rays from the sun will kill bacteria. So basically you're giving them an airing. Same problem now, if it's windy, they're going to get blown about. So the emergency pegless clothesline would solve a problem. You can, of course, if you're uber prepared, make one up in advance, so you haven't got to faff about. Stick it in your kit, you're good to go. So it is one long length of single cordage, and then what I've done is I've then tied a second section, you should be able to see that, to create the double. That just cuts down on the amount of cordage that's being used and the weight. And I've pre-fitted cable ties, so it does exactly the same as been shown in the demonstration, but then at the end, because obviously you need to fix it, you can just tie it, do whatever knots you do for doing your ridge line for your tarp, whatever you want to do. All I've done is I've actually made some prusik loops, and then I've used the plastic clips that often come on like hand lanyards. When you buy a torch, they throw them in. I never use them. but I don't throw them away. I keep the clips. And then all I've done is there is a prusik with one half of the clip there, and my cordage is fitted to the other clip. So that just slides along, gets wrapped around whatever it's going to be fitted to. That plugs in. It's nice and secure to take the weight of some washing, and then I can adjust the prusik as you would to tension it. And there's one of those at either end. This weighs, I will imagine, less than 2 ounces, probably less than 1.5 ounces. Takes up very little space and may well get you out of trouble. Now, if you like this video, please consider subscribing. Give us one of them, and I'd love to read your comments. Is it something that you would consider carrying? And if you don't carry it physically, after watching this video, at least you've got an idea in your head of how you can improvise your cordage to make a no-peg clothesline. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.